Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily English Lab podcast. Does your heart start pounding when your phone rings and you see you have to answer in English? That fear of freezing up, not knowing what to say, or completely misunderstanding the other person? Trust me, you are not alone. It's a feeling so many English learners share. The conversation moves fast. You don't have any visual cues like body language, and the pressure to answer right away can be intense. But what if I told you that by the end of this video, you'll have 50 essential English phone sentences? Think of them as your personal toolkit, ready to help you speak confidently, whether it's a business call or a personal chat. What if you could finally hang up the phone feeling proud and understood instead of anxious and uncertain? My name is Victor, your English teacher, and today we're going to transform how you feel about phone calls. We'll break down the exact words and phrases you need step by step so you can handle any situation with ease. Today, we're going to tackle that fear together. Let's get started. All right, let's start at the very beginning, answering the phone. How you pick up a call sets the tone for the entire conversation. It's your first chance to sound friendly, professional, and in control. We're going to cover 5 key phrases for different situations, from a formal office to a casual call from a friend. 1. Good morning, afternoon. Your company name, your name, speaking. How can I help you? This is the gold standard for answering a business phone. It's polite, it's thorough, and it's efficient. Think about it. You're giving a greeting, identifying your company, saying who you are, and offering help all in one smooth sentence. Using this tells the caller they've reached the right place and that you're a professional. For instance, if you work at a company called Innovate Tech, you'd say, "Good morning, Innovate Tech, Victor speaking. How can I help you?" It's perfect for anyone answering a main business line. Now, let's try it out. Imagine the phone on your desk is ringing. Say it with me. Good afternoon. Your company name, your name, speaking. How can I help you? Excellent. 2. Hello, this is Victor. This one is a little less formal, but still very professional and super common for a direct line or a work cell phone. You'd use this when the call is probably for you, but you aren't sure who's calling. It's clear, direct, and polite. It leaves out the company name, which is fine if you're not the company's first point of contact. Let's try it. Say it with me. Hello, this is Victor. Simple, clean, and effective. You sound ready to talk. 3. Victor speaking. This is a more direct and concise version of the last one. It's very common in business, especially for internal calls or when you're expecting someone to phone you. It's efficient and professional. You can also just say, speaking, only if the caller asks for you first, like, "Can I speak to Victor?" And you reply, "Speaking." Let's practice the greeting. Imagine your work phone rings. Your turn. Victor speaking. It sounds confident and efficient, doesn't it? 4. Hello? Now we're shifting to informal. Hello, with your voice going up at the end, is the most common way to answer a personal call when you don't recognize the number. That questioning tone basically means, "Who is this?" without you having to say it. It's simple and everyone understands it. Let's practice this essential word. Make sure your voice rises at the end. Hello? Perfect. 5. Hey, Maria. When you see it's a friend calling, you can be much warmer and more enthusiastic. "Hey, Sarah," or "Hi, John," immediately shows the person you're happy to hear from them and sets a friendly, casual tone. You wouldn't use this on a business call, but it's perfect for strengthening your personal connections. Let's try it. Imagine your best friend is calling. Give it a go. "Hey, Maria." Fantastic. You can really hear the warmth in that. Okay, so the call is connected. Now it's time to say who you are and why you're calling. Being clear right now is key. It saves time and stops any confusion. These next 5 phrases will help you do this smoothly. 6. Hello, this is your name from your company name. This is your standard professional intro when you're making a business call to someone outside your company, like a client or supplier. You state your name and where you work, which immediately gives them the context they need. For example, "Hello, this is Victor Kane from Innovate Tech." Let's practice this essential business phrase. Say it with me. "Hello, this is from Great Job." 7. Hi, it's calling for. This is a bit more direct and is often used when you call a general number and need to reach a specific person. It's polite and efficient because it combines your introduction with your request. For instance, "Hi, it's Victor Kane calling for Jane Smith." This tells the receptionist exactly who you are and who you need. Let's practice. Your turn. "Hi, it's calling for." Nicely done. 8. I'm calling about. I'm calling to. This phrase is your best friend for getting right to the point. After you introduce yourself, you use this to state your purpose. Use "I'm calling about" for a topic and "I'm calling to" for an action. For example, "Hello, this is Victor. I'm calling about the invoice from yesterday." Or, "Hello, this is Victor. I'm calling to confirm our meeting on Friday." It shows you respect the other person's time. Let's practice both. First with a topic. "I'm calling about the project proposal." Now with an action. "I'm calling to schedule an appointment." Excellent. 9. I hope I'm not disturbing you. Is this a good time to talk? This is an incredibly polite and considerate phrase, especially if you're calling a cell phone or without a scheduled time. It shows you value their time and recognize that you might be interrupting. It also gives them an easy way to say no if they're busy, which people really appreciate. Let's practice this courteous phrase. Say it with me. Is this a good time to talk? It immediately shows respect. 10. Hey, it's. How's it going? Here's your go-to informal intro when calling a friend. It's your name is just the casual way of saying this is your name. Following it with how's it going or how have you been turns the call into a friendly conversation. It's warm, relaxed, and perfect for personal calls. Let's practice this friendly opening. Your turn. Hey, it's. How's it going? Sounds natural and easygoing. You've called, you've introduced yourself, and now you need to speak to a specific person. This can be intimidating, especially if you have to go through a receptionist or an assistant, often called a gatekeeper. These phrases will help you sound polite and confident. 11. May I speak to, please? This is the classic, most formal and polite way to ask to speak to someone. Using may is a little more formal than can. It's perfect for business calls, especially when you don't know the person you're speaking to. That please at the end is absolutely essential. For example, may I speak to Mr. Thompson, please? Let's practice this very respectful phrase. Say it with me. May I speak to, please? You sound incredibly professional. 12. Could I speak with, please? This is another very polite and common option. Could is a bit less formal than may, but still perfectly fine for any business context. It's a very safe and reliable choice. Think of may and could as your top two choices for formal calls. For example, could I speak with the hiring manager, please? Let's practice this one. Your turn. Could I speak with, please? Wonderful. 13. I'd like to speak to, please. This phrase is a little more direct, but still very polite. I'd like to is just a softer way of saying I want to. It states what you want clearly and confidently. For example, hello, this is Victor. I'd like to speak to someone in the accounts department, please. Let's practice this direct yet polite phrase. Say it with me. I'd like to speak to, please. That's a confident request. 14. Is available?
This is a good alternative. It's a polite and slightly more indirect way of asking to talk to someone. You're simply asking if they are free to talk. It can be used in both formal and slightly less formal business settings. For instance, hi, is Sarah Connor available? Let's practice this question. Your turn. Is person's name available? Well done. Number 15. Is friend's name there? Or is friend's name around? Now for the informal version. When calling a friend's house or a number where you're not sure who will pick up, these are perfect. Is John there? Is the most common. Is John around? Is another friendly, relaxed option. You wouldn't use these in an office as they're too casual. Let's practice the casual way. Say it with me. Is Jessica there? And the other version, is Jessica around? Perfect for calling friends. This is where the real business of the call happens. You need something, information, an action, a clarification. Asking for what you need politely and clearly is a crucial skill. These phrases will empower you to do just that. Number 16. Could you please tell me? This is a fantastic all-purpose phrase for politely asking for information. It's a soft and respectful way to make a request. You can finish it with almost any question. For example, could you please tell me what your business hours are? Or, could you please tell me when the report is due? Let's practice this versatile phrase. Your turn. Could you please tell me? Number 17. I was wondering if you could help me with something. This is a wonderfully indirect and polite way to lead into a request. I was wondering makes the request sound less demanding, more hypothetical. It's a brilliant strategy when you're asking for a favor or help with a problem, as it gives the other person space to say no, which makes them more likely to help. Let's practice this very courteous opener. Say it with me. I was wondering if you could help me. It's a very gentle way to ask for assistance. Number 18. Would you mind spelling that for me? Phone lines can be fuzzy and names or email addresses can be tough to catch. This is the perfect, polite way to ask someone to spell something. Would you mind is a very respectful way to frame a request. Never be afraid to ask for clarification. It's much better to ask than to get the information wrong. Let's practice. Say it with me. Would you mind spelling that for me? Excellent. Number 19. Could you please send me an email with the details? This is an extremely useful phrase in the business world. A conversation is good, but written confirmation is better. Asking for an email ensures you have a record of the information and that all the details are accurate. It's a professional way to avoid misunderstandings later. Let's practice this important request. Your turn. Could you please send me an email with the details? Number 20. Do you want to hang out this weekend? Let's switch to an informal request. Hang out is a very common phrasal verb that just means spending time together casually. This is how you'd invite a friend to do something without a super specific plan. You could also say, do you want to grab a coffee sometime? Or, do you want to catch a movie? Let's practice making a casual plan. Say it with me. Do you want to hang out this weekend? Sounds natural and friendly. It happens all the time. The person you need isn't available. Knowing what to say here is key. Do you leave a message, ask them to call you back? These phrases will guide you through it. I'm sorry, he's not available at the moment. This is a standard, polite phrase you might hear from a receptionist. It simply means the person can't come to the phone right now. They could be in a meeting, on another call, or out of the office. Hearing this just prepares you for your next move. Number 22. Would you like to leave a message? This is the question that almost always comes next. Would you like to is a polite way to offer an option. When you hear this, you have two choices, yes or no. It's your cue to give your name, number, and why you called.
Let's practice saying this phrase, since you might have to take a message for a coworker. Your turn. Would you like to leave a message? 23. Yes, could you please ask him to call me back? This is your standard response if you want a return call. It's a clear, polite request. After saying this, always provide your name and phone number clearly, even if you think they have it. Let's practice this key phrase. Say it with me. Yes, could you please ask him to call me back? 24. Could you tell her that your name called? This is an alternative if you don't need a detailed message or an immediate callback. You just want the person to know you tried to get in touch. For example, could you tell her that Victor from Innovate Tech called? Let's practice this one. Your turn. Could you tell her that your name called? 25. No, that's okay. I'll call back later. This is your other option. If you'd rather not leave a message, this is the polite way to say it. Maybe the issue is time-sensitive, or you'd just prefer to try again yourself. This phrase closes the conversation politely. You can also add, do you know when would be a better time to call? Let's practice this polite refusal. Say it with me. No, that's okay. I'll call back later. All right, we are halfway through our 50 phrases, and you're doing an amazing job. I can already hear your confidence building. You're learning how to start calls, make requests, and handle those tricky situations like a pro. Because I want to make sure you have these tools ready when you need them, I put together a free PDF guide with all 50 phrases from this lesson, plus some extra examples. You can download it, print it, and keep it on your desk as a quick reference sheet. It's a fantastic way to review and practice. The link is right there in the description box below. Go ahead and grab your copy. Now, let's get back to it and tackle some of the most challenging parts of a phone call, starting with technical problems. Nothing causes more panic than a bad connection. The fear of misunderstanding is real, but here's the secret. Native speakers have these problems too. The key is having the right phrases to calmly and clearly deal with the issue. 26. I'm sorry, you're breaking up. Breaking up is the phrasal verb we use when the connection is bad, and you can only hear bits and pieces of what someone is saying. Their voice sounds choppy. This is a very natural and common phrase. Don't be afraid to use it. The other person will understand and probably try to find a spot with a better signal. Let's practice this essential phrase. Say it with me. I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
27. We have a bad connection. This is another simple, clear way to state the problem. It explains why you're having trouble hearing. You can follow this up with a suggestion, like, "We have a bad connection. Should I try calling you right back?" This shows you're being proactive. Let's practice this clear statement. Your turn. We have a bad connection. 28. Could you speak up a little, please? Or, could you speak a little more slowly, please? These two phrases are your tools when the problem isn't the connection, but the person. If they're speaking too quietly, you can politely ask them to speak up. If they're talking too fast, a very common problem for learners, you can ask them to speak a little more slowly. The word please is key here. Never feel embarrassed to ask for this. Being clear is the most important thing. Let's practice both. First, could you speak up a little, please? Now for the fast talker. Could you speak a little more slowly, please? 29. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it, please? This is the ultimate safety phrase. I didn't catch that is a very natural way to say I didn't hear you or I didn't understand. It's much softer. Following it immediately with could you repeat it, please, shows you're taking control and asking for the information again. Use this anytime you're not sure. Let's practice this lifesaver. Say it with me. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it, please? 30. Sorry, I think you have the wrong number.
Sometimes the call wasn't meant for you at all. If someone calls and asks for a name you don't know, this is the simple, polite way to let them know. It's much more helpful than just saying, "Wrong number," and hanging up. Let's practice this helpful phrase. Your turn. Sorry, I think you have the wrong number. In an office setting, you'll often need to put someone on hold to find information or transfer their call. Doing this smoothly and professionally is a great skill. These phrases make sure the caller feels looked after, not forgotten. 31. Could you please hold for a moment? This is the standard, polite way to ask someone to wait on the line. For a moment suggests the wait will be short. You might do this to check a file or ask a colleague a question. Always wait for them to say yes or sure before you put them on hold. Let's practice this common phrase. Say it with me. Could you please hold for a moment? 32. Just a moment. I'll see if he's available. This phrase is perfect to use right after someone asks for a colleague. It tells them two things: to wait, just a moment, and why they're waiting. I'll see if he's available. It manages their expectations. Let's practice this transitional phrase. Your turn. Just a moment. I'll see if he's available. 33. Thank you for holding. This is an incredibly important phrase. After someone has been on hold, you must thank them for their patience when you come back. It's polite and shows you respect their time, making the experience much more positive for them. Let's practice this courteous phrase. Say it with me. Thank you for holding. 34. I'll put you through now. To put someone through is a common phrasal verb meaning to connect their call to someone else. This is what you say right before you transfer the call. For example, thank you for holding. Mr. Smith is available. I'll put you through now. It clearly signals what's happening next. Let's practice.
Your turn. I'll put you through now. 35. Let me transfer you to the right department. Sometimes a caller knows they need the sales or support department, but not a specific person. In this case, this phrase is very helpful. It shows you understand their need and are taking the right action to help them. It's a very professional and reassuring thing to say. Let's practice this helpful offer. Say it with me. Let me transfer you to the right department. Misunderstandings on the phone can cause big problems. Confirming important information isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of professionalism. These phrases are your tools for getting it right. 36. Let me read that back to you. This is the gold standard for confirming details like a phone number, address, or reference code. You say this just before you repeat the information you wrote down. It gives the other person a chance to listen carefully and correct any mistakes. For example, okay, your number is 555-1234. Let me read that back to you. 555-1234. Let's practice this essential confirmation phrase. Your turn. Let me read that back to you. 37. So that's information to confirm? Correct. This is another simple and effective way to double-check. You repeat the key detail and ask for confirmation with the word correct. For example, so the meeting is on Tuesday at 10 a.m., correct? It's a direct question that invites a simple yes or no. Let's practice. Say it with me. So, that's a meeting for 3 people, correct? 38. Just to confirm, this is a great little phrase to use before you state the detail you want to check. It's a soft way of saying, I'm going to repeat this to make sure it's right. For example, great, just to confirm, you'll send that over by the end of the day?
Let's practice this one. Your turn. Just to confirm. 39. Did you say number or letter or number or letter? Some letters and numbers sound alike on the phone, like S and F, or 15 and 50. This phrase helps clarify a specific point of confusion. For example, did you say B as in Bravo or V as in Victor? This is a great way to clear up any doubt. Let's practice clarifying. Say it with me. Did you say 30, 30, or 13, 13? 40. Okay, got it. This is an informal but very common phrase to confirm you've understood the information. It's a short, simple way to say, I understand. You can use it in both casual and many business settings to show you're on the same page. After someone gives you information, okay, got it, is a natural response. Let's practice this simple confirmation. Your turn. Okay, got it. Not all phone calls are for business. Many are just for connecting with friends and family. The language for these calls is more relaxed and friendly. These phrases will help your personal calls sound natural and warm. 41. I'm just calling to check in. Or, I just wanted to say hi. These are wonderful low-pressure reasons to call a friend or family member. To check in just means calling to see how someone is doing. It shows you care. I just wanted to say hi is another warm opener that doesn't need any specific reason other than your friendship. Let's practice this caring phrase. Say it with me. I'm just calling to check in. 42. What are you up to? Or, what have you been up to? What are you up to is a very common informal way to ask, what are you doing right now? What have you been up to is how you ask what they've been doing in their life recently. Both are great open-ended questions that get a real conversation started. Let's practice these friendly questions. First, what are you up to? Now, for the recent past. What have you been up to? 43. Sorry I missed your call earlier. It's common to miss a call and have to phone someone back. This is the perfect way to start that return call. It's a simple apology that acknowledges they tried to reach you. You can follow it with, "What's up?" to ask why they were calling. Let's practice this polite opening. Your turn. Sorry I missed your call earlier. 44. Are we still on for day or time? When you have a plan with a friend, it's often a good idea to confirm. This is a casual and friendly way to do it. Are we still on just means, is our plan still happening? For example, hey, just wanted to check, are we still on for dinner Saturday? It's a great way to avoid mix-ups. Let's practice this confirmation. Say it with me. Are we still on for tomorrow? 45. Sounds great. Or, sounds like a plan. These are enthusiastic, positive responses when someone suggests an idea you like. If a friend says, "Want to go to the park on Sunday?" you can reply, "Sounds great," to show your agreement. Sounds like a plan is another friendly and definite way to confirm you're on board. Let's practice showing our enthusiasm. Your turn. Sounds great. And the other? Sounds like a plan. Ending a phone call can sometimes feel awkward. How do you signal it's over without being rude? Having a few clear closing phrases is essential for ending any call on a positive, polite note. 46. Well, I should let you go, or I'll let you get back to your work. These are fantastically polite ways to start ending a call. Instead of saying, "I have to go," which is all about you, saying, "I should let you go," makes it about being considerate of their time. It's a gentle and respectful signal that you're ready to wrap up. It works in almost any situation. Let's practice this brilliant closing signal. Say it with me. Well, I should let you go. 47. Thank you for your time, or thanks for your help. In a business call, it's always a good idea to thank the person. Thank you for your time is a formal, respectful closing. Thanks for your help is great if they've answered your questions or solved a problem. It leaves a very positive final impression. Let's practice showing gratitude. Your turn. Thank you for your time. 48. Is there anything else I can help you with? If you're in a customer service role, this is a perfect question to ask before you end the call. It's a final check to make sure all the caller's needs have been met. It shows you're thorough and committed to helping them, which makes the caller feel valued. Let's practice this helpful closing question. Say it with me. Is there anything else I can help you with? 49. It was great talking to you. Talk to you later. This is a warm and friendly way to end a call with a friend or a friendly colleague. It was great talking to you makes the other person feel good about the conversation. And talk to you later promises future contact, which reinforces your relationship. Let's practice this warm closing. Your turn. It was great talking to you. Talk to you later. 50. Have a great day. Weekend. Bye. This is a universal, polite, and safe way to end almost any phone call. Wishing someone well, whether it's have a great day, have a good evening, or have a great weekend, is a simple act of kindness that ends the interaction on a high note. It's followed by a simple bye to close the call. Let's practice our final phrase. Say it with me. Have a great day. Bye. And there you have it, 50 essential English sentences to help you handle any phone call with confidence. We've gone from answering the phone to stating your purpose, handling bad connections, leaving messages, and ending the call gracefully. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's clear communication and feeling confident while you do it. That fear you used to feel can be replaced by preparedness. Because now you have the tools. You have the words. Every phone call is just another chance to practice and improve. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope this lesson was valuable for you. Don't forget to download that free PDF guide with all 50 phrases from the link in the description. It will be a fantastic resource. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more lessons just like this one. And now a question for you. Which of these phrases do you think will be the most useful for you? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. My name is Victor, your English teacher. Keep practicing, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.